Do you remember your first time using a hard drug?
I would say probably around the age of 17, I used
Oh
cocaine for the
wow,
first time.
wow.
Yeah.
How was that experience? Do you?
Oh man, it was, I liked it, of course,
Yeah,
it was crazy because I liked it a lot and I stayed away from home. And unfortunately, my father found out because he forced my friends to tell on me,
oh
you
wow.
know. And when I got home, I caught it pretty bad. Where I'm
Yeah.
from, you pretty much had to fight every day.
Hmm.
I was raised on what they call a mill hill, and that's the poorer side of town.
Yeah.
And so you were, you pretty much had to fight every day. If you didn't, then you were going to get picked on a lot.
Yeah.
And that wasn't happening with me. Ain't no way,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. We're back here in Charlotte. We're here with what's your name?
Robert,
Robert. How you doing, Robert?
good. How are you?
Okay. I met you yesterday, and we decided to meet up again today so I can talk to you about your story. You said you were homeless, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So where did you grow up?
I grew up in Dallas, North Carolina.
Dallas, North Carolina. And how old are you?
I am 45.
45. All right. So how long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless about pretty much, well, altogether 5 years now.
5 years now.
Yeah.
Okay. And you told me yesterday, for the viewers, you know Tasha. How do you know Tasha?
I met Tasha online when I was in rebound rehab and through Facebook.
Yeah.
And we hit it off pretty good. The cool thing about her was we couldn't see each other.
Yeah.
So we connected, just by talking and getting to know each other that way.
Oh wow.
So that was real important for us. It allowed us not to have other things get in the way like sex and stuff like that. It
Yeah.
was all about, finding out who we were.
Okay. Okay. So you've been homeless for. You said you've been homeless for a few years.
Yeah, on and off for a few years.
Okay. So let's get into your early life. How was your childhood? Do you have both parents?
No, my mother was a heroin addict and she was never around. She left when I was really young, maybe around 3 years old,
Oh
something
wow.
like that. My father was a biker, and he raised me and my siblings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you get your look from, your inspiration, I guess. Got the tats and
Somewhat.
the chain.
Yeah, they say I'm the spitting image of him, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. So you said your mom, she was addicted to heroin. Is that how
Yes.
you got introduced to drugs, or was it?
No, my dad, partied pretty hard when I was young, and so
Yeah.
I've pretty much always been around it. And
Yeah.
but in my teenage years, I just started smoking pot, just like pretty much like everybody else.
Okay.
And I went to harder drugs later on.
Do you remember your first time using a hard drug?
I would say probably around the age of 17, I used
Oh
cocaine for the
wow.
first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was that experience? Do you?
Oh man, it was, I liked it, of course.
Yeah.
It was crazy because I liked it a lot and I stayed away from home. And unfortunately, my father found out because he forced my friends to tell on me,
Oh
you
wow.
know. And when I got home, I caught it pretty bad. But,
Yeah.
it was justified.
Yeah. I guess were you hooked after that since the first time? Or?
No, I don't think you can actually get hooked on cocaine. To me, it's all in your head as far as that goes. It's not like opiates. Opiates is a physical dependency. To
Yeah.
me, cocaine, just put it down anytime you want.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. So did you graduate high school?
No, I didn't. I
You
dropped
didn't.
out in the 10th grade.
10th grade.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, so what did you do like after high school? Like how was that, or after you dropped out?
I pretty much went to work full time. Getting into construction and all kind of other stuff. Uh, that and I moved out, at the age of 17 also, and because I was trying to get in serious relationship with different women and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
All right, man. All right. So back to all right, after high school, you dropped out of high school, started working. Okay, when did it take a turn from the worst, like leading towards
Well,
homeless?
for a long time, I wouldn't do like hard drugs. You know, I just stuck with the marijuana and stuff, and then
Yeah.
I started messing around with the Xanaxes here and there. You know, just occasionally the cocaine thing, and then the pain pills. When it took a turn for worse was in 2015. I had a bad car accident. I should have never been behind the wheel,
Mm-hmm.
and I flipped my truck. I hit a concrete culvert under a guy's driveway and flipped my truck over, and smashed my face on the dash. And I had to have 2 facial reconstructive surgeries, and a lot of stuff changed after that. You know, I got on pain pills real bad, of course, and after they cut you off of pain pills, you know, you want to go to, you have to buy them off the street, and they got real expensive, you know.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much when it took a turn for the worse right there.
Do you remember your first day on the streets, like of homelessness, actual homelessness?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Pretty much. I think it was in Chicago. I went up there to live. I met a girl and moved up there with her, and we got on heroin pretty bad.
Oh wow.
And the first day on the streets up there was, I mean, of course, I never got used to Chicago. It's totally different up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being homeless up there, they kind of help you a lot more than down here in the South. You know, in the South, you're pretty much on your own. You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot more programs up there, you know, to help you. So it wasn't too bad, you know, being homeless up there.
Okay. Is there a big difference from up there or homelessness up there than here? Is like there more violence, less violence? The drug use is it more or less?
There's definitely more drug use, and there's more violence as far as the gangs go, you know.
Yeah.
But if you're just an addict, you know, you're pretty much good to go in any neighborhood you want to around there.
Yeah.
You know, because you're giving them money, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. And they know you're likely not working with the police or anything like
Right,
that. So.
right. Because if they thought that, you know, you'd be done for, especially up there, you know.
Okay. All right. So dangerous situations. Have you found yourself in any dangerous situations? I know Tasha told me some stories. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been in all kind of dangerous situations. The thing about it is, in the drug life, people change and they start getting paranoid, especially with the police and stuff. And everybody thinks everybody's snitching, which in some cases there's a lot of people doing that, you know. And it's just not tolerated, you know.
Yeah.
Especially in jail and stuff, you know. A lot of times, especially in jail, snitches are looked at worse than murderers and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
You just don't turn on somebody like that.
Yeah. So has anybody ever gotten violent with you? Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, many times, man. I've been around violence my whole life. I grew up like that. Where I'm from, you pretty much had to fight every day. You know, I was raised on what they call a mill hill, and that's the poorer side of town. You know,
Yeah.
and so you were you pretty much had to fight every day. If you didn't, then you were gonna get picked on a lot.
Yeah.
And that wasn't happening with me. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. This question, I would have never thought to ask this, but one of the other guys I interviewed, so I got to ask you this. He told me stories about, 'cause I know there's prostitution around here,
Absolutely.
and he's a regular straight guy. He said there are guys driving around that try to get him to do stuff for them. He's a straight guy, and there's regular guys driving around. Has anybody ever asked you to do any like sexual favors or anything like that?
Not even one time out here. You know,
Yeah.
I've never even had nobody come at me like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's I guess maybe you could tell
Yeah.
if a person may be like that or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody's come at me like that yet.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Right, right.
All right, because yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, something like that would probably, piss me off if you want to know the truth. I mean,
Yeah.
because I believe that if you're, if you're like that, that's fine. I don't care. I don't have nothing against it. Just don't push it on other people. If you don't know whether someone's straight or whatever, then you need to talk to them first instead of just pushing it on. Coming at them on the street like this could get you hurt.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Do you have any like your future? Do you have any plans to
Man,
get off the streets?
Yeah, I would love to get off the street. I definitely want to get off the fentanyl. Being addicted to opiates has really took everything from me. That's why I'm homeless in the first place.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending vicious cycle, man. I'm tired. I'm too old. I'm 45 years old, and I've wasted a lot of time that I'll never get back.
Yeah. What's stopping you from taking those steps to
being addicted to fentanyl? Yeah, absolutely.
So if you can get into like a rehab center.
Yeah, I mean, I have done it, and I almost graduated the last rehab center I was in, but certain situations happened, I had to leave. But yeah, I'd like another chance at it, and I'd like to clean up and get back to what I used to do. I used to own my own company. I had my shit together at one time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I used to do underground telecommunications.
Yeah.
Burying cable and stuff all up and down the East Coast.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I spoke to, because Tasha said something similar. She needed to get her ID. Do you have your ID?
No, that's not. Yeah, I had to get mine too and Social Security card, and I'd planned on going to a day labor place so I could get paid every day for now. Yeah, that would really be a lot of help. Then would get us off the street, at least get us in a hotel room for now,
Yeah.
And because we're tired of being on the street, absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you more about that off camera, because
yeah,
I wanted to help her, but I guess whatever number I had, she gave me, it didn't save to my phone, or I didn't save it for some reason, so I wasn't able to get in contact with her.
Right.
So I was hoping to see her sometime again, and she wanted to get her ID, and I told her I'd help her.
Yeah.
If you want to do the same thing, I could take y'all both up to Urban Ministries at the same time.
Absolutely,
and
man.
see if we can get that done.
That'd be great. Awesome.
All right. Sounds good. Do you have anything else that you want to say? Do you have a Cash App or anything like that?
No, I don't. But
No.
Tasha may have one. I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have anything else that you want to say?
Oh no, man. Just anybody's out there, just pray for me. I need it. Absolutely.
Okay. Gotcha. One last question. A year from now, if you can live in your perfect situation, your ideal situation, what would that look like for you? Would you still be here, living in a house?
I would be on the coast, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where my heart is. I've lived out there before, and I love it.
Yeah.
And there's lots of work down there right now, especially construction, and I know I could do real well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, well, I appreciate the interview, man. And yeah, we'll talk more off camera.
Awesome.